What's up, you wild tigers? KB out here, and guess what today is? Oh my god, I'm so excited. It is Star Wars. The Last Jedi. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I'm excited to see it. You know, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Wanna know why? Because I love the Phantom Menace. So if I love that movie, ooh, I'm gonna love this one. I can't wait to see it. Are you guys excited to see it? I'm seeing it tonight, tomorrow night, probably next week. Oh, I'm gonna see it so many times. You can't stop me. And you ask, well, how do you keep watching these movies? I say, I do. Just go. Just do what's fun. Enjoy life, right? So today's hero episode is gonna be grand, epic, out of this world, long time ago type of episode. It's gonna be Star Wars. Star Wars. It's gonna be great. So I was thinking about it. I was like, what hero should I do today? And what hero should be the topic? And I don't want to do Rey only because she's only had one movie, and I haven't seen Last Jedi yet to make a whole, she's a hero. But even then, it's just like, I don't. There's not an impact so grand for me to say, oh, she's the hero. We should all look. There's not enough lessons to do a whole episode about her. I could do Yoda. Yoda could do maybe a 20-30 minute episode about how epic and awesome his quotes are and how he's a great Jedi master and he's a great hero to people and, somebody you can learn from. I could do more about Obi-Wan, but I already did one. I do Luke Skywalker, and I could do a good episode. I could do a pretty good one. We could do Finn, we could do Poe, but again, they don't have a lot of, I could do Leia, I could do Han Solo, I could do Chewie, I could do certain people. But I said, you know what, let's do the Star Wars Hero Edition. This is it. Let's just play the music. Dun, 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 and Darth Vader walks by, and you're like, whoa. But we're gonna do all the heroes and what we can learn from them today. So technically, all the rebellion are heroes, and not all rebellion. There's certain people, like in Rogue One, Jyn Erso, she wasn't a rebel, but she fought for hope and freedom, for what she believed in. Then we had, I don't remember names, but you know who they are, Donnie Yen and his buddy with the staff and the big gun. They weren't rebels either, but they did what they believed in. When they were followers of the Wills, which is a powerful being in the Star Wars universe who controls the Force like none before. But I love what he says in Rogue One because you know what he says? He says, pilot. No, he says, Captain. There are more ways than one to be trapped. Doesn't necessarily mean in a cell, but could mean your mind. And I love that because we're day to day doing things and we can get trapped up here. We can call ourselves dumb, stupid. The questions we ask ourselves could be horrible. We can say things and hold ourselves in this cell block. But if you take a hot air balloon up into the sky and you look down, you're going to see so many cars and people and buildings and houses. And in those houses or buildings or cars, there's other people. And then they got the small minds, and they all think they rule this world, but there's millions of them. You're not the center of the universe. Don't hold yourself prisoner. Don't do it. Now, let's do one about Luke Skywalker. What I love about Luke Skywalker, especially when Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, and more expanded upon it, is in the fourth movie, which is A New Hope, he is naive. He doesn't know what's going on, but he wants to do something. He doesn't really understand what's happening. He just doesn't he just knows the Empire's bad. He's just been a slave boy. Not a slave boy. He's been a desert boy growing up with his uncle and aunt. But then he finds Obi-Wan and he learns about his father and the rebellion and all this stuff. And he gets sent out into this battle, this war. Well, the fourth one ends, and he uses someone of the Force to send the Death Star into oblivion. The second one, he learns more about Jedi powers. He goes to Dagobah, learns with Jedi Master Yoda, but he's still stubborn. He still wants to protect the people he loves. He ends up going to Bespin, getting his arm cut off, and being reckless. But then the third movie comes, and there's something different about Luke Skywalker. He's made himself a new lightsaber. He's become a Jedi Knight, but he's become like Obi-Wan. but he's also like Anakin. There's the powerful thing about it, and I really like about it. He's wise like Obi-Wan. He is strong and smart and powerful like his father, and he's also a little bit dark. He uses the choke in the movie. And we go, well, isn't he a Jedi? Doesn't he not use those powers? But remember, the Jedi have been gone for a long time. He's the last Jedi. But at the end of the movie, there's a moment where he could have turned to the dark side when he was attacking Darth Vader, and he was like, and he could have killed him, but he didn't. And he said, "No, I am a Jedi, like my father before me." And I love that scene so much because, especially in me, there's so many dark thoughts, dark people, dark ideas that spread out. People going, you should smoke, you should drink, you should do this. No, why work out? You should eat this bad food. You should do this. You should not work on your project today. Oh, we should get drunk. We should waste away our life. We should waste away our money. We should do this. We should do that. We should cheat on this girlfriend. Let's go Let's go get our dick sucked by 2 prostitutes in Amsterdam. Let's go do these things. Let's enjoy. And then you get things will happen to you, and you're like, well, why did I do that? Why? Huh. But it's the probably that we call it the dark side of us. It's the we want to have sex, we want to drink, we want to have fun, we want to enjoy things, we want to not miss pleasures. Okay, and there's this good side in us where it's like discipline, responsibilities, rules, honesty, passionate and love and love making and giving love and making love with somebody you care about, and things that are as we can call it crazy and wild and passionate, but not succumbing to insecurities or pleasures that we perceive. So, yes, the dark side can be fun. It can be tempting. It can be maybe it can be useful, and it can be a good thing at times. But like his father before him, he is a Jedi, and a Jedi chooses light over good. A Jedi chooses honesty before anything else. Jedi learns to control his emotions and his desires and not succumb to them. A Jedi doesn't get tricked by manipulative actions or thoughts or people. A Jedi is a man who's constantly about protecting light, doing what is right, discipline, and going out there getting after it and safe and being peaceful and meditating. And it's basically the way of the samurai. So I'm always on the path to become Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Assassin's Creed, Samurai, Jedi. We can all sum it up to I'm becoming the KB. That's how I sum it up. The KB is all the heroes in the world. All right. So instead of succumbing to drinking and masturbation and porn and drugs and playing and laziness and stuff like that, we learn to go to the side of light. Now, what I love about Luke is he's like a mixture of both. It's like there's some good to the dark side, and there's no extreme. So if you're pure good, there's nothing wrong with that. Stay that way. But I believe you can become even more powerful, more influential, more understanding if you're in the middle. If you're dark and light. That's where I sit. It causes problems if you don't have full control, though, because if you have full control, you turn to the dark side. I think it's harder. It's easier to be just extreme good, but you have a better understanding of life in the middle. And that's why I like this new movie called Last Jedi, because there's something seems to be a confliction between light and good, and then it looks like the Jedi must end, and it's like maybe he's right. Maybe they've been too extreme. Because we all have choices to make, and people make bad choices, and at least the darkness. And when darkness is worse than good, we never want darkness. If we can eliminate darkness, let's do it. But there's so much that can be understood from this. We must learn to let go of our past. And I love this because there's a scene in the movie. It's not even in the movie, it's in the book, Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin's talking to Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan says, you have a chance to be a part of us. He goes, how could I? I've done so much evil. And he says, you have a chance to redeem yourself. You've saved your son. You've extended the Sith. You've achieved the prophecy. And it goes, as much evil as we do in our lives, as much mistakes we make, regrets, pains, sorrows, we can learn to accept them, learn from them, and move forward. Move forward. Life only gets better when we do that. That's how it works. And another here. So from all that, from this whole thing, the flap in Luke turns light, turns white, and it shows that he is pure. He is a Jedi. He is good. No matter what, he will never succumb to the dark side. Because as much as the dark side likes to say it's do's and fouls and fallacies and ideals and cognitive epicness, and it believes, the dark side believes they're stronger, and it's like, you don't know the power, and it's like, you don't understand the power of light. You're stronger in the moment because of your emotion, but we're stronger because we're smarter, better, and we're patient. That's why I consider myself a great Jedi, because, but it's insane. Who's another hero we have from Star Wars? Yoda. Master Yoda is one of the best heroes ever. There's a lot of quotes I like from him. One is, do or do not. There is no try. So, you want to get an A in your test? Don't try to get an A. Just do it. Get an A. You know how you do that? You study every day for 20 minutes. You read about it. You take your practice test. You put yourself in scenarios where you think you're going to take the test. And you just memorize for 5 minutes a day about certain topics. You do that again. It takes you like 30 minutes every day. Boom, 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 boom. Test comes and you're like, well, I already know this. Boom, boom, boom. A. Want to work out? You're just like, oh, I'm going to work out. Work out 30 minutes every day. And you just keep going. Boom, 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 boom. You got yourself a fit body. You're healthy. You're good. You're feeling good. Okay? You just do it. Or if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. There's no, I'm going to try to do it. We'll see what's going to happen. And no. I'm serious. You just go out and do it. With your best ability, just go out there and get after it. And another one I love is when he talks to Luke about being reckless and stubborn. And it was talking to Obi-Wan. He's reckless and stubborn. And Obi-Wan says, oh, remember when I was young and I was reckless and stubborn? So, I'm 20 years old, right? I don't know what I did to myself 2 years ago, but I've created myself this complex in my head, this battle, where I literally am like my own parent, and there's things I do, and I'm like, why did you do that? Like, come on, or I'll do things that are stupid or dumb. I'm like, you're stupid. Or I'm like, you can't do this. You can't enjoy yourself. You can't have fun today. You have to work. 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 You have to save. You have to save. You save. I don't splurge. I play video games for maybe 2 hours, and I feel guilty. I hang out with friends and I have to leave because I'm paying too many friends and I need to go do stuff. This was the worst with my ex-girlfriend. There were moments when I could not talk or hang out with her because I felt like I was too distracted by hanging out. As much as I wanted to, I was like, I can't. I have to focus on my work and my life and my career. And we all become so reckless and stubborn, and it's like, you're 20 years old, man. As much as you want to be perfect, as much as you want to be the best you can be, and as much as you also want to enjoy your life, relax, okay? Relax. You're reckless, you're stubborn, you're stupid, you're gonna make mistakes. And this is me talking to myself at this moment. So we all will make mistakes. We have a chance to learn. As long as we're willing to. And that's the thing. Yoda was afraid he was just going to refuse. And he does. Luke, you can see that. He leaves. He goes, I have to go to Bespin to save my friends. It's not easy learning and being young and being disciplined and having dedication and being honest and eating right and doing what you have to do. But it's the way of the Jedi. It's the way of the samurai. It's the way of the Jedi. So, I love another quote by Yoda. And so, Anakin sees Yoda and he goes, who are you? Blah, blah, blah. Because there's no Yoda. And Yoda goes, judge me by my size, do you? So, people perceive people by how they are. Jedi Master Yoda is the most powerful Jedi there ever was, besides Anakin. And then you could say Luke because Luke was the son of Anakin. But he moves the X-Wing like it's nothing. And he goes, the Force is my ally. I believe in the Force. And the Force could be Yoda, the universe, this divine intervention. I don't believe in a God per se. And I don't believe in the Force, but the Force is more of what I perceive as this universe. So I'm very scientific when it comes to things like the universe and stuff, and I'm also very I have very like Buddhist. If you just look up Alan Watts views of the world, and I have a very Jewish view too, and it just creates this huge way of the world is the way it is, and it's kind of like the force. It can explain there's something there. It's not like a divine God, but it's just this force, and it wills and it weighs, and that's why there's some supernatural events we can't explain, and I can't. It's just there's things that happen. So the simple way to say it is the force, or the universe, or God, or whatever you want to call it, or yourself, as I believe it's we all are like to say, you know how the sea is the ocean acting out on itself. The universe, we are the universe acting out on itself. We as humans are like the waves of the ocean. So I love that. It's like believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, believe in the world around you, and believe that it will give you strength. Nature will win, or become one with nature, use nature, and be nature, and then life will be so amazing. It's insane. But judge no one by their size, whether tall and strong, or small and weak. They each have their advantages and disadvantages, and be careful because people will surprise you. Be careful of the small ones, the ones who seem weak. They're all usually the strongest. So I love Finn in the movie because he goes from being a stormtrooper to a hero. How it happens and how it's done is a little rushed, but it's beautiful because it's saying no matter what, somebody can be trained and grow up in an environment where they just see bad stuff and they go, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. Let me escape and save the world. Well, he wanted to leave, but then he comes back and says, let's save it. Let's do it. It's not easy. It's not easy for somebody. Okay? It's not easy at all. Just go against what you've been taught for your whole life. It's not. It never will be. There's other heroes in the show, like Commander Cody and Rex. There's one scene in Rex, in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where Rex gets injured and he's helped out by another clone who left the army and is now living with his alien wife and his alien kids, and he's living in this nice house. And Rex is upset because he's like, you betrayed the clones. You left. I'm gonna turn you in. And they're like, no. And he sees his family, and he can't move. He's injured, and he sees as he protects his family. He sees the strength, the power, the like determination. And after a while, Rex starts because he only believes in the army and in doing this and the way of the sword. There's nothing wrong with that. And he's like, but he also understands there's life, to raising a family, to living your life doing something else in war. And that is also why he's fighting. So he sees this and he goes, I'm not turning you in. I respect you immensely. I want you to keep living your life. Keep it up. And I learned today about family and brotherhood and stuff more than I ever did before. And there's another one. There's a hero in one episode where he has a sentry, big gun, and he holds the line. And he sacrifices himself to kill all the droids in the base. One man killed himself to save everyone else. We didn't kill himself. He died saving people. He's a clone, and people think clones are just all the same, but they're not. They're people. They have lives. They have personalities. Each person in the Star Wars universe, the Star Wars universe is immense now. If you looked into it, there's heroes every day. It's not the person that saves the universe. It's the person that saves one person or one city. It makes a big difference in the world. Those are the heroes. Those are heroes. We got heroes every day. Even Anakin Skywalker was a great hero. Turned evil because he slipped deep into the dark side. Whereas Luke says, no, I am the Jedi. Like my father before me. Before he turned dark. And he still is. And I believe in him. And I'm not turning. So the moment when Anakin turned, Luke didn't turn. And that's what turned Anakin back to good. Because he said, if he can do it, then I can do it. And you know why? Because of love. The Jedi say no to love because it causes the dark side, but also love can bring you back. His love for Padme shows when he saves Luke. He couldn't save Padme, but he can save his son, and he brings him back to the light. And Luke, all he had to do was believe. Sometimes that's all you need. So I'm gonna go see Star Wars tonight. I'm gonna freaking love it. I can't wait. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you guys see Star Wars and enjoy. Play some Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just enjoy the Star Wars world. There's so much more to heroes and stuff. I can keep going on and on. But that's my general take of Star Wars Hero episode today. Um, I hope it was good for you guys. Hope you learned some lessons. Do or do not. There is no try. Don't judge anybody by their size. That they're always good in somebody, and they can always choose good over darkness. That it's called patience is key. High ground. Don't forget the high ground. Always take the high ground. Everybody has a choice. Luke says in Star Wars Battlefront game. We always have a choice. We choose to be good or bad. It's our choice. What's it called? Yoda talks about letting go of fear and people we love, so you can not turn to the dark side. Embrace that life is always changing. There's another one too. It's in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, when she says, "Our data records say there's no planet," and he goes, then it says it must not exist, and he goes, I don't really buy that because we have all the knowledge of the world. And he goes, maybe you do or maybe you don't. I don't believe you. Just because you don't have, it's just like, don't believe what people tell you. Go find the truth. Go seek it out. Be a truth seeker. Be a Jedi. That's what I got for you guys today. Done.